Good morning, fellow guys and gamers. Well, it might not be morning where you are, but it's morning here. This is Small Archangel. Welcome back to 7 Days to Die. Alpha 13. I'm just making myself some breakfast, actually. I'm just making some boiled eggs here. I've got a few of them to make, and I thought it'd be quite handy to have some food sort of on the go. I'm just going to scrap that. I'm going to get rid of as many things as I can. Because we're going to go out foraging shortly. I'm going to put that club now. Actually, I don't think I can repair that, and I don't think I can repair that either, so I'm going to put that in there as sort of a spare for the time being. And I've got my coat just in case it gets cold. And then I'm just kind of really aware of the fact that this place in a couple of short days is going to be playing host to a rather large horde. And I've got an infection. Now, I'm not absolutely sure whether this infection is the same kind of infection as we're used to. We can medicate it with honey and herbal antibiotics. Now, we'd have to find a recipe for herbal antibiotics, but we can medicate with honey if we can find some. We're now on patch 3.3, beg pardon, and if we can find a pop and pills, we're good, probably. But if we can find a Shamways, because Shamways loot crates now contain honey, which will get rid of our infection as well. So what I wanted to look at was the infection. Now it says duration 3 game days. Now, is that the same as the infection we used to get? Is that going to kill me after 7 days? I'm honestly not all that sure. So anyway, I just want to wait for these to finish, and then after that we're going to turn the stove off. Obviously we don't want it just consuming all of our stuff. I have... Ha! Okay, that's another thing that's been introduced in 3.3 is the fact that now when you can't do something... You hear that? Nice. That's really going to get on my wick. I just know it. Oh, okay, so we've got this one doing, and then we can take off. Okay. Kind of used to not having the craft timers now, so it's a bit of a shame really to have to deal with them again, but there you go. Stuff changes. Alright, so there's a heck of a lot I want to do to this place to make it even vaguely ready, because at the moment I'm not feeling at all sanguine about the possibility of spending Horde Night here. It sort of seems a bit like, you know, I'd feel... Ooh, that's nice. Feel safer, to be honest, spending Horde Night sort of just in the middle of the wilderness, almost. I'm guessing I haven't got enough wood there. Well, we can certainly harvest this. Hello, chicken. You're asking for it there, pal. I even have a shiv for the purpose. Okay. So, we get the same kind of meat from all of our animals now. We just get raw meat, generic. And obviously I'm going to have to put that in my base, because otherwise we're going to be smelling to high heaven here. Okay, so that was a slight change in the... there we go. Slight change in the planned schedule, but I always take time out to grab myself some food. So really what we want to do today is get as much wood as possible, because to start with we're going to have to do this place up with wood, and it's going to take an absolute truckload. Now this axe, I must remind myself, is worth repairing, so actually let's repair that now. I cannot make an axe this good yet, so let's just repair that. And unfortunately, unfortunately you're nerfing any item by repairing it when you can't make one that level, but still, it's still worth doing that rather than throwing it away. It's still better than one I can make. I think I'm at about level... What level am I at with making axes now? About 2 or something. Totally ridiculous. Pretty darn low anyway. So, what I'm thinking is... Tons of wood, yes, sure. But the other thing I'm thinking is probably lots of these spikes all over the place. There we go. Just don't get trashed by that thing. Probably spikes all the way around, but I'm also thinking an upstairs entrance for this place, so I'm thinking of actually getting shot of the downstairs entrance altogether, which means getting shot of this stuff. So anything I've got down here, we pretty much want to just get it out of here and take it upstairs. So is there anything I've got here? Because this is basically going to be... Oh, we've got some water there. We can... That's great. Okay, because this place here is basically going to just get trashed, probably. It's going to be a sacrificial zone where the zombies are all just going to come crashing in spite of my bestest efforts to prevent them. So I'm going to put this torch here, I think. There we go. And we're going to put all this stuff here in my... Now, have I got no eggs at all? Oh, of course not. I just boiled them all. Duh. Okay, so we're going to put... Come on, this clicky draggy thing drives me nuts because it really doesn't... Now, am I supposed to be able to just go... Hey, yeah, but unfortunately it doesn't put it where I want them to. So at least to start with, if you're fussy about where you want to put stuff, like what I am, then you really need to kind of place stuff yourself. I haven't got them absolutely perfectly in the... Come on, you little... And then after that, you can use shift-click and it will put things, it will stack things. At least I assume it will. And then medical stuff here. Okay, and this way we don't need, hopefully, too much in the way of storage capacity. I've got some jars. I'm going to keep those on me, though. We're good to go. Righty-ho. So I've got... Wait. I've got a hunting knife here, but I cannot repair the flaming thing, so actually I might just keep that and keep with my shiv at the moment. Might also, I suppose, not be a bad idea to get rid of this and craft myself a wooden club. Yeah, might not be a bad idea, because at least that way I can actually repair the thing up, so I can sustain it, or I can just make my own and, you know, like, improve my skill, which is a good plan as well. Alright, so, this lot here, all good to go. So, if we can gain anything from this... Yeah, this could take a little while and probably won't gain me anything at all. Destroying my own house, so I probably won't bother actually taking all of these out unless it gives me a decent amount, and I don't think it will. One, that was crap, that was really not worth doing, so I'm not going to bother. Okay, let the zombies smash it up, I don't care, that's fine. So we are going to get rid of the door, however, because doors suck. They really kind of... They're alright in the right circumstances where a zombie can't actually get at them, but in this circumstance... The doors just attract zombies in. Okay, in fact, before I do that, let's just take away their means of getting into my upper... Yeah, let's put something in so I can get into my house first. That would be the really sensible option. Alright, so what I'm thinking at the moment involves wooden frames. Yes, how did you know? Okay, so we'll try... 4 of those to start with. Oh, look at that. I think I might just have to turn that into wood as well. By the time we've finished, we should have plenty of wood. Right, okay. Oh my gosh, these timers are so slow. What on earth? Does it really take this long? This is really not video friendly at all. I can sense if this doesn't change, we're going to have a heck of a lot of video editing going on here. Apologies, folks, but there's not a lot we can do about that one. Okay, give me that frame as well. Alright, now that puts me nearly on the right level. Right, let's just make a few more of these. No. Frame. Okay. Alright, we could probably do with favoriting that anyway. Okay. Let's do that. Alright, that's now going to go into my inventory. Why am I making arrows? I seriously didn't say make arrows. No. You see, if you accidentally hit that, you then end up having to backtrack the whole way, pretty much. That's just silly. I only want 4 of them. Right. Oh, yeah, there are bits of the UI that aren't exactly ideal, to be honest, and I'll be happy if they get changed a tad. Certainly this. So boring. Come on. Okay, so there we go, finally. Presumably that is sufficiently... Yes, it is. Okay. And I'll just take out this. Okay, there we go. And then... Oops, didn't notice that before. And then we'll basically use this door here. Is there a zombie or something somewhere? Sounds like it. I heard something anyway, but I don't know what. Okay, so basically I'd quite like... I guess I'd quite like to have... And I'm not sure if that's going to work. Let's just see. No, that isn't what I meant to do. Old habits die hard. That. I'd quite like to have a hatch here. But I'm not sure if that's quite going to work. Let's just try it. We can but see. Not like that, it's not. Okay, so what we might have to do... Might just have to do that so that it places in the right place. Oh, you swine! Why did it put it down there? Oh, great. Got this all to trash now. So, come day 7, if we're still messing around with this, it's entirely my fault. You see, I'd love to be able to use hatches. Now, how many scrap iron we need for 10 for that? Well, that would be quite cool, but I'm not wasting that for the moment. We are just going to stick with this till we know it's going to work. Okay, so this time... No, don't ping down there. We want it here. Hey. And it's fallen down and it's going to go boom. Okay, right, so that isn't going to work. Okay. Fine, in which case, what we might just have to do... Did you drop that anywhere even vaguely in my vicinity, pal? No, not really. Okay, can't be bothered, I'm afraid. Okay, so we're going to have to just drop off here and hope we don't hurt ourselves, and then put a ladder up there because, yeah, and then just not have the bottom one there. Okay, so I'm going to fill these in. And we're going to make some ladder. I can't wait to get me some vault hatches. That would be brilliant. But it's going to take a while. Every little achievement at this point. Okay. So I think what we'll do for the moment, because, and I don't know if this is absolutely the case now in this alpha, but certainly previously, zombies, as soon as they've punched this, in fact, I guess we could try it ourselves. Whoa. Whoa, what just happened with the lighting? I guess we could try it with ourselves if we do that. Does that? That didn't actually make that fall off, so maybe that's a good sign. Okay, there we go. Alright, so we're going to do that, and then we're going to have a frame that we can put down here. And then I just have to flaming well remember to put it there, because otherwise, to be honest, in this alpha, I shouldn't go anywhere without a bunch of frames in my inventory. That should be standard kit. It was always a good idea before, but I think now it is straight up essential to have that. Right, I think it's probably worth repairing that again. Probably just the once, and then after that, I think it's going to be a case of just make your own, woman. Alright, so I am going to upgrade all this bit around here if I possibly can. Oh yeah, we can upgrade these round blocks as well. So I'm going to upgrade as much as I can so that it is hard for the zombies to make the whole thing collapse Ah, we could do with a frame there, evidently. Because the zombies, something seems to have absolutely trashed that. And then we're going to gather as much wood as is humanly possible. Alright, here we go. Okay. Oops. There we go. Okay. We're also going to have to get rid of that door up there, but just because I don't want zombies heading for... If I've got one door, I'd rather I just had the one door, really. Okay, right. Right, we're on a mission. I may as well collect these trees from around, which are cluttering up the front of it here, and I basically want to fill this area with spikes anyway. Okay, it's interesting when they don't actually disappear like that. Okay. Go away. There we go. May as well loot it before we trash it. There we go. Oi! I've leveled up. Awesome. I'm level 6. Early days. Oops, I didn't loot that. Never mind. Alright, now according to the last update, we should be able to... No? Okay. No. Okay, so I can't actually pick that up. I thought I could. I thought we were supposed to be able to by this point. Alright. Okay. Time for... Let's see if we've got any coniferous. We've got a pond there, but I'm a little bit concerned about water supplies at the present moment. It's looking a little bit entertaining on the waterfront. Even though we've got lots of places nearby where we can get water from, it is finite, so that is a bit of a concern. Excuse me. Now, one thing I have not noticed so far... Did I have loads of... I probably did, didn't I? One thing I have not noticed so far is if I start cutting down a tree and then like relog, does that tree sort of magically regain its health? I mean, that's cheesing it a bit, if so, and it shouldn't be that way, but I haven't noticed that. I mean, I do have a habit of hitting a tree a couple of times and then moving on to another one. Because quite a lot of the time I quite like trees being around, and if I knew that they always dropped me a seed so I could replace them, I'd be cool with that. As it is, they don't always. But yeah, that would be a bit of an exploit, and I dare say the pigs would get rid of it anyway. As an experiment, I've left this tree at 470 out of 1,000, just because it's clipping through that rock, so it's going to be fairly easy to find again, just so I can come back to it and see if it's actually... Ooh, a nest. Just to see if it's actually been... it's actually sort of auto-healing when I log off, go back in. Okay, there's a bag. No, there's a tyre there. I've got some tyres. This is my little watering hole. I don't know how many jars of water are stored in this. I don't actually know you are wet. Ooh. Actually, it's quite deep, so hopefully... that was a bit over the top, dear. Mind you, every reaction your player character makes these days is a bit over the top. I think you'll agree. Okay, let's get to a bit more chopping. How much do I have now? We have... I'm just going to scrap that. And those. We have nearly a couple of stacks, actually, so that's pretty good. Oops, that's not what I meant. So we'll make sure we've got at least a couple of stacks of 1,000. Possibly 3,000, because I remember somebody saying that it takes 3,000 wood to completely upgrade a place, but I've got more in mind than just upgrading the existing exterior blocks. Okay, did I get... Oh, I did. Goody. I do like to be sustainable. Well, apparently it's raining. Yeah. I'm going to make my own axe this time, so I better just harvest myself some No, I don't want to break the bird's nest. They're useful. I want to harvest some grass. Come on. I must admit, there's some nice shadows if your rig can run them. There's some pretty nice shadows around, so I'm enjoying those. Well, that was a little bit weird, though. The lighting just completely changed for some reason. There were some nice shadows, and then as soon as I said so, they all disappeared. Bit strange. Okay. So, there's my new axe, and it's level 4, so you can see level 82, level 4, yeah, I might just repair that one up as well, because it's going to be better than that, isn't it? There we go. I think we've caught somebody's attention, but I don't know where he is. No, we haven't. Okay, that's fine. Oh, I'm starving to death, of course I am. I swear if I did nothing all day I would probably still starve to death. Oh, she flew at me. And are you dead? No. Now you are. Ooh. Okay, we'll have all of that. Good stuff. Right, I reckon, yeah, we've nearly got a stack of 2,000, so I reckon another 1,000. I just want another stack of 1,000, really, and then that's it. We'll call it, we'll call ourselves done for the day. Okay, so that's it. I've got at least my 3 stacks. I've got more than that, to be honest. So, yeah, we're good to go. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to get a shot of this, which is probably going to take a little while. And then we're going to block up that hole, that entrance, so we can't get through there at all. So, hopefully the zombies can't get through there. Well, not without beating a hole in the wall, but I imagine they'll be as anxious to attack any other bit of the wall whatsoever, especially if I take the steps out. Now I'm wishing I hadn't upgraded this. Okay, this could take some time, especially with my stamina as nerfed as it is. I'm just going to eat my eggs because at the moment my stamina is utterly flattened. So I'm going to go and remove my block from the bottom of here. Yo. And I'm going to, well, I don't need too much stamina for this. Oop. There we go, my construction level's 25, that's not bad. Not too shabby. There we go, and these are at punch height, so let's do those up also. Don't particularly want my means of accessing my base to be destroyed. I don't really want the whole lot coming down there. Don't think I'll get very much wood out of this when I've destroyed it either. There we go. Very little, if any, at all, I think. Okay, now I'm not bothered about the steps there, really. Particularly. But we don't want crawlers and dogs finding it. I dare say they'll randomly burrow down under the foundation of the building, because they do that. Largely because there isn't in point a foundation at all. And there we have it, it's nightfall. Nonetheless, I'm nearly finished here. And before I go indoors to do a bit of work there, I'm damn well going to finish this. I've only got a couple of blocks to go, really. Whoa! Good grief, that scared me half to death! That means we've got actually a couple of levels to spend our skills in. The problem I find with having to skill up is because we've got absolutely no pause menu to do it in. you tend to forget to do it all together because you're just like, oh yeah, I'll get round to that. I'll do it in a minute. But okay, about time I sort of... Right, let's get some frames onto the job here. I'm going to make a few actually because I'm going to place them there and hope that that sort of makes them go into my hand there. I always forget to upgrade myself because I'm too damn busy doing other things and, you know, surviving. And really, what you don't want to do is pay too much attention to your UI and your character menu while you're sort of, in a vulnerable position. Okay, there we go. Right, now I've got 2 of those. For some reason, it's just not stacking more than 2 in my... where I can reach them, which is a bit stupid, really. Okay. Mist crafting is now level 4. Oh, I hate that. Total waste of wood when it does that. I wish I could remember. No. That's not right. Okay, so I think this is just interior wall here. I don't think that particularly needs upgrading. There we go. I might just... No, we don't. We've run out now. Probably because I accidentally... Oh, there we go. Someone not happy about my spikes. So we're going to take these stairs out now, so that if the worst happens, the zombies aren't getting in this way. Ah, yeah, there's some out there. Yeah, I'm sensed. Ah, well, they're not deaf then. Okay, and we'll take that out as well, because they are capable of jumping 1 block after all. Construction tools at 31. Excellent, we're doing well here. Oh, I just broke that axe. Well, that will force me to make my own now, which is good. That's what we want. Maximum will have a lot, please, although I will have some more. Yeah, shut up out there. Okay, we should probably stop now because they're beating up my house when I haven't even really done anything with it yet. Okay, now I don't suppose I can put anything there. I'm going to have to get rid of that door before we can even do anything there. I'm just going to ignore those and hope that they forget I'm here and I'll deal with them in the morning. We've got some sort of upgrading to do up here, of course. And one thing I was wondering about doing was a bit more shoring up down there, because the last thing you want is everything to just collapse with your stuff on top of it. But, you know, like this chest goes down, we're basically going to end up with all our belongings just disappearing completely, which would be very, very unhelpful. Now, why have I got 2 random stacks there? And why is it that when I try and click and drag stuff, it doesn't work? But it does drag the entire UI. Very annoying. I've actually got 530 in there as well, so I may as... Come on! Bloomin' heck. Right. And then we've got some more fat there. And some of this here. And some eggs. Okay. Alright. So, I've got that... Oh, for heaven's sake. I was just going to do that. There we go. Oh, and randomly a piece of ladder. So I'll just bung that wherever. There, I don't know. Okay, cool. So I'm going to finish this episode by sorting out my character. We've got some skill points to assign. 18. Get in. Alright, so we can use these to assign skills to things that we haven't been doing very much at, like for example athletics. Now I don't know if that means, it just says here something about punching, not actually running. It would be nice if it actually increased my stamina as well, really. Blunt, yeah, I'm going to boost that as well. Clothing skill, I don't think I'm going to get anything, you know, for... That's not going to improve just by wearing clothes, I'm pretty sure. Construction tools is leveling quite nicely by itself. Armour smithing, I like the idea of purchasing that and getting that worked up even before we really get around to doing much in the way of making armour. Leather working, I'm going to stick a point in that actually, because we are going to get round to that as well when we've got some hides and we've learned the recipe. At the moment we haven't learned much of any kind of recipe. Okay, and other than that I think just I'm going to put one more in there and then we're good to go. So there we go, we are level, what am I, level 6? Level 7, we're level 7 and perhaps not quite so much of a noob anymore, still very much getting used to the game mechanics here. But I am basically doomed to spend the night just going around, trying not to attract the attention of too many zombies, and do up my base here now. I might have to just move that chair. Now that's an interior wall, so why am I wasting wood on that? I'm not sure. So, same drill as ever, guys. If you enjoyed this, do hit the like button. Feel free to leave me a comment, etc. There's our new front door. And do join me for the next episode as well. So until then, keep gaming, keep surviving, and stay happy. Bye-bye for now.